podcast series Letsg-row. Today I am very excited, honored to have invited a very special guest. She is a first generation college student studying exercise science at Springfield-college. She is currently taking 19 credit in this semester and work 5 days in a week at Springfield-college Recreation Center. She is self-dependent, managing her study and work to pay her bill. Wow. She has the most radiant smile and a kind heart. She is very good friend of mine, like the bestie. Let's welcome to the one and only Catlyn Beaudet.
Thank you, Meraj. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for being here,
Yeah,
Kate.
of course.
Kate, how are you today?
Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm really excited for spring break. I've been looking forward to it. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for asking. And Kate, tell a little more about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm from Sandown, New Hampshire. It's a really small town. It's about 2 hours from here. It's like 40 minutes north of Boston. So I like to travel a lot, go to the beach, hang out with my friends. That's about it. I'm from a really small area. We don't even have like traffic lights or street lights, so it's very like country and rural. So being in Springfield is a big change of scenery for me.
Wow, that's so interesting. I never knew about these things. I'm also from the remote village of Nepal.
Oh,
so
really?
there was no, even though like till my, you can say 17, 18, I didn't know there is like existence of traffic light as well.
Yeah, yep, it's crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Now I want to, finally we finish our midterm today, and we are, how are you feeling? And wait, let me ask, how many midterm did you take this semester? How many of them were like exam, and how many of them were like project?
So I want to say I probably had 6 exams.
Oh my God.
But they were spread out between 2 weeks, so it wasn't too bad. I only had 3 this week, I believe. So it was a little stressful, so that's why I'm like really excited to ease into this weekend. But I didn't really have any projects. That's one thing about being an exercise science major here is we really only take written tests. We don't have any projects, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so I just had those tests I had to study for the past 2 weeks.
6 exams? That's crazy.
I know.
I think this semester I just had 2 exams and 3
great.
projects. So, and I am also like honors student. So in honor classes, a lot of time they just have like project. So there is no final exam. So I don't want to take final exam. I love the project-based class.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wish that I did have more project-based classes because I feel like you get to be more creative with yourself, which is
Yes.
great.
And also like sitting in exam hall, like it's feel a little bit more stressful. in
It's so
comparison to
stressful. Yeah, and there's so much going on, but I made it through, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm so happy for that. Taking 6 exams, that's like, oh my God, you did a
Yes.
good job.
Thank you.
Kate, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you too, Meraj. I'm so glad.
Thank you. Kate, what is your plan for the spring break?
So, actually, my friends from Springfield-college are coming to my house, and we're all gonna kind of hang out at my house. Gonna hang out with my family a lot. In Boston, there's gonna be a big festival for St. Patrick's Day, so we're gonna go to that as well, which is gonna be a lot of fun. And then, besides that, I think that we're gonna go to Cape Cod as well on the beach and just walk around and kind of just be with my family and friends.
Oh, wow, this seems so fascinating. Like back to my home during the break, the student from my school, they used to come to our home and we used to go to their home. And it fun, but now I'm going to have a homesick because of you.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
stop.
So I hope you have a great time, and it seems
you.
it will be great time.
Yes.
And I think in my break, I am missing the home part. For that, I'm compensating. I'm going to learn the app development. I'm going to record more I think it's not podcast, but I think I'm going to record some of the blog around the college because
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll have the whole campus to yourself too, because no one will be here.
no one will be here.
Yeah.
I think these are the small things that I'm going to do. But I think I'm going to relax a little bit more. I'm going to sleep like late.
I'm gonna sleep a lot over break too.
And I have like one very what I'm going to do, this is the month of Ramadan. I'm a Muslim, so we pray more during the Ramadan. So I'm going to pray like more because of the exam I was not able to pray more. So I'm going to pray more and got more spiritual vibes inside myself.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's so great.
Thank you. Kid, now I want to know a little more about you. Let's talk a little more about you. Why did you choose the exercise science?
Yeah, so I feel like the main big reason I chose exercise science because I do like to work out. So I think that you should always love what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Another thing is that I've always wanted to help people. So I know that I wanted to be in a job where I could always, help someone better themselves. Growing up, both my parents are in healthcare. So I wanted to kind of follow into their footsteps, but I never really got into like the medical aspect of that kind of thing. So I feel like being in exercise science, I can help people get healthier in a way where they don't have to use medicine, where they can just move their bodies to better themselves.
Wow, I have never thought like that.
Yeah.
That's what. Wait, this then. I was thinking to ask, like, what is the one fascinating thing about the exercise science and the way you say that, like, you have seen your parents being in this field, so this is why you choose this field. This is so interesting.
Yes.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this perspective.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Kate, you are one of the most fit, smart, and happy student at SpringField-college because I see you everywhere.
Thank you.
And especially in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I want to know, what is your secret of being like very, very happy? And also, how many days do you go to gym? Because you say that you love working out.
Yes. So my secret to being very happy, I would say, is just to surround myself with happy people. I feel like that, like, putting myself around people like you, and then also all my friends are very motivating. It kind of just pushes myself to be happy as well. And then I try to be active every day in some way. So I would like to say I go to the gym almost every day, but if I can't make it to the gym, I try to at least, go outside, go on a walk between classes. So I would say probably 6-7 times a week I make it to the gym.
Wow, that's so interesting. And do you know what was the surprising thing? Because you are taking, actually Kate is the first one whom I know who is taking 19 credit. She work 5 days in the gym. That is work, but she work out, that is the separate part. Wait, like you also have the 24-hour. I'm so jealous. How do you manage these all the things? What is your secret? How do you balance everything?
It's definitely hard. Organizing my day, planning it, definitely helps. I take it hour by hour. I just figure out what I have to do for this next hour, whether that be studying, I'm going to be in class, if I have to go get lunch at Cheney, or if I'm going to be able to squeeze in going to the gym. I just think about what I have to do for that next hour, and then I just make it through those 24 hours in a day.
Wow, that's interesting. So, like, do you plan your day like according to the time, or like how do you plan your day before one day, or like what is your like actual planning strategy?
Yeah, so I plan my day at night, the night before, every single day. So right before I go to bed, I think about what I'm going to be doing as soon as I wake up. So I figure out what I'm going to be wearing the next day, because if I don't do that, that'll take me 30 minutes to figure out. And then I figure out what time I'm going to be getting breakfast, what classes I have that day, what time I can go to the gym, when I have to go to work. So I just kind of run through my schedule the night before. And then I just be like, okay, this is how tomorrow's going to go. And then hopefully it goes that way. And if there's some bumps in the road, that's okay. But usually I make it through.
Wait, Kate, do you know this is like one of the greatest strategy that I have ever read, and I know from long time. But first I want to ask, like, how did you figure out you need to plan your day before that day, like at the night of that day or before that day? So how did you learn this? Why did you plan ahead, one day ahead of that day?
Yeah, so I think that I don't want to plan too far in advance. So if I have something big coming up and I think about it like a week before it happens, I'm going to be so stressed about it until it does happen. So I try to not think about things until the day of, and then it kind of is just something that helps me fall asleep at night. It's kind of just like, instead of scrolling on my phone, I just think about, okay, what am I going to be doing tomorrow? And it kind of like settles me down into bed before I go to sleep. But it also just helps the day of, so I'm just like not as stressed running towards things. You know, I know, oh, I thought about this yesterday, and so now I'm gonna be doing it today.
Wow, guys, this is the one of the great things that you can say one of the great things that I learned in the college and by reading the books. And this is one of the greatest strategies that a lot of the successful people do in their life. Like they make their calendar before going to the bed so that you know how your day look like approximately. In addition, this also help, for example, if you want to do something that you can do in 30 minutes, that you can do in 2 hours, so you can fit like if I need to meet someone, whether I will meet in this time or that time block. So this is like great strategy, and I just learned couple of, like you can say that last year, and I see how progressive I am, and your day look like a lot of time. For example, if you do not plan your day, you will think now what I need to do, but you have planned your day, you know what you are going to do.
Yes.
Even though the way you say that there are bumps up in the day, and that is totally okay, but if you have a plan, like you will be like at least 3 times more productive than the plan you do not have.
Definitely, yeah.
Wow, kid, this is so inspiring, buddy. How do you learn
Thank
this?
you. Yeah.
And in addition, kid, I also want to know, like what do you do in your free time? What do you do in your leisure time? What is your hobbies?
Yeah, so I definitely love to cook and bake. I might not be great at it, but I like to do it. So it's been kind of sad because I don't have a kitchen in my room, so I don't have the opportunity to do that, but I'll be doing it back at home. But I'm excited for next year. I'll be in a townhouse. I'll have my own kitchen, so I'll be making a lot of good snacks if you want any. And then other than that, I love to hang out with my friends, spend time with family. I have a dog at home that I love to play with. And then I'm a big reader as well. I love to read, so I feel like that's where I spend most of my free time.
Yeah, I think this is one thing that I saw in Kate. This is a very great things. And like if we meet a lot of students, they say that I'm taking 70, 80 credit and I'm so busy, things is not working out. But she's taking 19 credit despite she read books, she work, and she's super productive. So now I know this is one because she plan her day ahead. In addition, I think I love her optimism every time. Whenever she meet anyone, she's like super energetic, super excited. I think she's one of the most optimistic one that I met in the college. And I get inspired. Whenever I meet her, I say, oh my God. And so this is very good things. And I like the way you say that, like you have very balanced life. Study, work, then you say you love reading the books, you have do a lot of fun things outside the college. I think this is the one things that make a difference between the students. Like during my high school, one of my professor, his name is Janak Rajpaudel, he used to say that you are seeing the student like the my classmate who are in the same class. He used to say that you guys all think that we all are almost same, but after 2 years, because high school is just 2 years, you see the huge difference. Like some people will be in the USA, some people will be studying in the medical, and some people will be roaming around the same area. And we didn't used to understand that things at that time, but later I realized, oh my God, this man was right. And I use the same analogy in the college. Like in the 4 year, we all are in the same, we are moving in the same way in the college. But I believe that in coming 2 to 3 years, everyone will be different, because some people will be like the millionaire, billionaire. Some people will be like the professional in exercise sciences. Some people will be like doing their own things, and they were making the remark in the world. And I believe that these are the things that make the people difference, because everyone is just studying, but some people study and do the other things. Some people are more focused. I see that you in the college, so I will not be surprised in coming 2 to 3 years. Oh my God, the Kate will be like the Kate. Everyone will be like, oh, where is the Kate?
Oh my gosh.
So this is the great things I have seen in you.
Thank you.
Good luck, Kate. You will be like so successful. I have no doubt. And one thing, I think reading the book makes the people I also love reading the book, because I believe that reading one book means experiencing multiple life in one life, because you can see the struggle, ups and down, and how the people think if you read someone biography. And I always see you reading book even she work in the gym, but she read the book. Wow, that's so interesting.
Yes.
What is the book do you like reading?
Yeah, so recently I've been reading a lot of fantasy books because I feel like it's really interesting to kind of read about worlds that don't exist, but they have a potential that they could to, like, and how they how we would act if we had a different world that we were living in. So I find that really interesting. I do also really like thrillers and mysteries, something keeping me on the edge of my seat. But I think that my next read is probably be some sort of like self-improvement book. I just want to like switch it up to something more fiction.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let me take a guess. So the way you say that you like the friction, like imaginary world, are you like a very imaginary people? You imagine the things, like do you, like there are a lot of people who imagine. For example, I imagine like in after 5 years, I think I will have like I will like this. I don't know how to say. Like okay, let me say like this. Like a lot, like manifestation. Okay, this is the exact word. Like after 4 years, I want to stay here. So a lot of people have like manifestation, and they have their a kind of image. Do you also do the manifestation about the things, because you say you love reading the book which do not exist, so you can imagine the things that is not existing right now?
Yeah, so I guess I've been trying to get more into like manifesting my future. It's never really something that I've like thought about though doing, but I feel like it's good to put those good vibes in the air if you can, and to try and like hope that something good can come from it. But definitely that would be like pretty awesome to like manifest us living, in a better world and society like we read books about. So yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Kate, you can try. My phone is there. Otherwise, I will show you. Like I manifest like this, or what are the things I'm going to achieve.
Yeah.
And I make on a Canva, and it is on my screen. So every second it remind me. Oh, you have.
That's
this goal.
awesome. Yeah, I need to do that. That's great.
That's interesting, and you will do that. And okay. And personally, about the reading the book, I love reading book more about like a startup, because I'm doing also my startup entrepreneur things, and I love reading about the psychology and people behavior. I want to know little more about me and the people around me, so I'm more interested in reading these types of book. And there is one interesting thing that I want to ask you, the kid. By the way, I was talking earlier to the kid, and she mentioned that you go to bed around 11.
Yes.
Wait, this is so interesting. In my college, it's been almost 3 years. I'm junior, and I have never been to bed before 12. And this is like college vibe, because I used to go to bed around 10 back to the home. But the kid is the first one whom I met. She go to bed around 11. And do you know why things is more fascinating to me? Because she has a lot of things going on, like school, class, outside, and so do everything. And every time she is so happy. So how do you go to the bed at 11? What is your secret?
I mean, I guess I usually am just so tired at the end of the day that I am able to go to bed around 11. But I also think it's really important because I wake up a little bit before 7 every day. Even if I don't want to, my body just wakes me up, even if I don't have an alarm, which is pretty interesting. But I try to go to bed around the same time every day, because if you keep your circadian rhythm, so when you go to bed and wake up every day, if you keep it around the same, you have better energy throughout the day, and your body responds better, so it will release hormones around the same time, like when you're waking up and stuff like that. And I just think it's really important to like try and keep as much energy as I can throughout the day, because I am so busy. So I just try and get a good full night's sleep, and then wake up, and then hopefully everything is just smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, I need your advice. I need your insight in basically for me and all the other college students who have struggled like this. Like I also want to go to bed around 10, 11. But I feel like I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of assignment to do. I have a lot of deadlines to do. And in the college, they always make the deadline 11:59. So we think that we need to do by that time. So how do you manage? How do you play your psychology? Hey, because if I go to bed, I feel like, oh, I have these things to do. Why don't I do now? So how do you plan? How do you make your mind make up so that you go to bed around 11?
Yeah, so I definitely try to get most of my work done throughout the day. If I have like a 50-minute gap between classes, even if I don't finish a project that I have to do maybe for a class, I'll at least start it and I'll work on it. So I'm not just like trying to cramp it all in right before 11:59 deadline, So I just try and do like little pieces throughout the day, which definitely helps. And then by the time it hits 11 p.m., I just will be I'll tell myself that what I got done today is okay and that I'm tired and I need my rest, so that it's okay if I go to bed now and that I'll wake up refreshed tomorrow because I went to bed early, so then I can do more work.
Wow, this is one of the great things that you point out. Like, if we have 15 minutes after the class, we think that we can scroll the phone, but in that 15 minutes, you start the project. Wow.
Yes.
That is the great insight that we need to take.
Yes, definitely. So then you can go to bed earlier.
Yeah, wait. So, Kate, like, how is your social media engagement? Like, how much time do you spend in your social media?
Yeah.
Because this is the huge distraction for this college student.
Yeah, so it's definitely gone down a lot since I've been to college. So in high school, I think that I was definitely on social media a lot more. And I had like every social media app that you could have. Now I only have Instagram, so that's the only thing that I use. So I would say that I'm on it for like no more than an hour, if that, every day. It's just so helpful to think about, while if I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling, I'll just be like, oh wait, maybe I should be doing something else, you know? Even if that's just reading like a book for fun instead of doing schoolwork. It's really helped, just kind of deleting all social media and kind of cleansing myself from it. It's giving me so much more time in the day.
Wow, this is so interesting, Kate. I like this. Oh wow, so I like this perspective. Well, because do you know, like, I think one of the best enemy for this generation, college student, high school, or anyone, is the social media. They spend, like, even if you go for the, like, do you know what is the crazy things? Even in the data, so that more than 4 hour, average 4 hour, students spend average 4 hour every day in the social media.
It's so crazy. And I probably would be like 3 hours in high school. I'd probably be on social media. So I was definitely there at one point. But I just, as I got older, I was like, I don't really need this anymore. I just wanted to like focus on stuff that could, help better me.
Wow, this is so mature thought. Oh my god, I wish I will have this. I will try to think like this. Yeah, instead of 5 minutes. And do you know what is the bad thing about the social media? The algorithm work, like, if you just think like I'm going to spend 5 minutes, you don't know how you will spend 1 hour. And even though after 1 hour you will feel that I need to spend more. And at the end people feel the regret. Why did I spend a lot of time here?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the things that you will say, how to, like, when you scroll the phone, how do you make yourself stop in 5 minutes?
I mean, it's definitely hard because usually, like, you're right, you don't ever want to stop. They get you to stay there. I guess that I just, like, have self-reminders now. I just, like, don't even have to, like, I'll just be scrolling and I'll be like, you know what, maybe I should be doing work right now because I don't want to do it later tonight because I'd rather go to bed later tonight, or I'd rather hang out with my friends tonight. So I guess just like thinking about it, and it's much easier now that the weather is so nice outside because I'd rather be spending my time outside. So I just kind of just realized while I'm scrolling, be like, all right, well, I should just put my phone down and kind of get to stuff. It takes a while to like get to that self-realization, but it's so beneficial once you're there.
Yeah, this is so interesting thing, and this is the things that I will also want to take, and I want my audience to take away from this conversation, that like, you might have noticed I told like more than 7-8 times that Kate is like one of the most happy one that I see in the college and most engaging. Like, if you spend a lot of time on the social media, you will have your virtual world, not the real world, and people get isolated.
Mm-hmm.
And that bring a lot of depression, anxiety, delaying on the work, procrastination, and all the bad things.
Mm-hmm.
And now I realize, by this podcast, I was able to see your thought process, that you are able to isolate yourself from the virtual world, and you put in the real world, so that you also have time. This is why you also have very good connection with the people. You are always happy. You make a lot of good friends. You have a time to work out. You can go outside. Despite of that, people just think that instead of going outside, I can relax myself on the phone. Mm-hmm. And that relaxation is very temporary, and that is killing the people's creativity, their health, and everything. So thank you very much for bringing these things.
Yeah, of course.
This is so helpful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kate. We talk about your day. I was like very fascinating. 11 p.m. That is so interesting. And not this semester. In these 10 days, I will try my best to go to bed before 12, like let's say 11:30.
Okay, I'll give you 11:30.
Yeah, these 10 days I will go. But from the next semester, I will try to go bed like around 11.
Okay.
Because this semester I have also a little bit working till 12 in library. So which I will cut off next semester and I'll go to bed around 11.
Perfect.
This is one of my next semester resolution, going to bed around 11 p.m. Thanks, Kate. Kate, now we talk about a lot of segment of your life. I just want to ask, like, how is your typical day look like? I know it vary every day, but if in the average you need to say how is your day look like?
Yeah, so I wake up, like I said, around 6:50 every day. Breakfast is a must for me. I have to eat breakfast before I go to class. So I'm in Cheney at 7:30 every single day. You'll see me there. And then I usually have 4 classes a day, so usually 3 classes in a lab. So I get through all of those. Most of them are back to back, but I do have some gaps where I'll go to the union and I'll study for a little bit. And then I usually have like 3 free hours. So in those hours, I'll go to the gym, get a workout done, and then go back, shower, eat dinner, study if I have time, and then I'll usually have to head off to work at the wellness center.
Wow, this is so great. And let me so she is at this moment Kate is representing the healthy people and smart people. Let me represent, and I am not a healthy and not a smart
stop
people.
it.
No, let me go like this. Do you know, Kate, like if you go to bed very like I go to bed around 1 2. This is so crazy, I'm sorry, but I will improve this. Like the people, and a lot of people in the college, they go to bed like this time. So they have an option whether they will kill their sleep, like 6 or 8 hours sleep, or go to breakfast. And like more than 90% students choose not to eat breakfast because they want to cover the sleep. So this is like, if you are sleeping on the right time, you will have right health as well, because you will wake up on time and you will take breakfast. So more than 90% people do not take breakfast because of the early bed. So please take this suggestion from this a great word from the kid to wake up early and take the breakfast. I will do this.
Yes.
I am taking this one.
Please do.
Yeah, thank you. So I do not remember, to be honest, I do not remember when I have taken my breakfast. This is so bad.
Yeah, I just I always have to have breakfast. Your body really needs it. Your brain works better when you're eating breakfast. So I feel like it's just a great way to start my morning. And I eat breakfast with all my friends too. So we all put down our phones and we kind of just talk about what we have to do that day. So it's just a great way for like social interaction too.
Wait, Kate, what did you say? You put down your phone when you are with the friend?
Yes, whenever we eat any meal together, really, we try to all just put down our phones and actually communicate while we eat.
Wait, like, do you guys really say, hey, let's put the phone and
Yeah,
then
we call each other out. Like if somebody's on their phone, we'll be like, oh, who you texting that's more important than us, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yes, oh yeah. So we definitely, it's very important to have that interaction, definitely.
Wow, this is one of the great tools. Okay, my friends, let's make the resolution now. Yeah, this is very good thing. Like even though when we meet the people, a lot of people, like we are talking, we are sitting, we are talking about something, and some people just scroll the phone. This is the disrespect. And a lot of people are doing, and because of this it's very hard to make like good connection. A kind of what is it called, you cannot not believe, but like what is the other word, like you cannot rely on the people. It do not give the vibes of being relying. So, and even though in a lot of my friend circle, when I am with the people's, like we are 3 people, 2 people are talking and third people is just scrolling the phone, and I don't like that one.
Yeah.
So from next time, okay, I am making here clear, I will be friend with that people only, like good friend who will leave the phone and feel more important to me. Thank you for pointing out this.
Yeah.
And this is the message that need to go to basically this generation, our generation. So that we all be respectful for each other, and that conversation will also be effective. If someone is on the phone, they don't know what happened, they will talk whatever is out of the boundary, and they will just say whatever, and everything get like more messed up, and it's not productive.
Not
So
at
thank you very much for pointing this
Of
out.
course,
This is like
yeah.
this is one of the things that I most need to take from today. I need to implement from the today. Wow, this was great. And one more thing, see, Kate say that in the morning she take the breakfast and see if she has the time, she go to the union. I have observed this. Even though she go to the union, she try to. I have seen like most of the time she sit. Okay, let me remember your position. This is the union. She go on the left side. I think not first or second, like which is close first or second table. She sit there and she study. And I did not go gym. I did not go to union a lot, but I saw she was sitting there, and in the morning she study. But a lot of people I have seen, that is also one of the way to hang out with the other peoples. But a lot of people in that morning, very important time, they just go sit and talk about the things, scroll the phone. I have seen, even though sometimes I also used to scroll, but now I will never scroll the phone during that time. But this is the very interesting things. And like, I think if you plan, because she planned the day, so she know the importance of that time and what she need to do. So that is so great things, and I have observed. So I will implement that. Thank you very much for that. All the great tips and life-changing tips.
Yeah.
Because this make me productive, and the people who are observing, if you follow, you will be like super productive. I bet this. This is great things. And okay, do you know, I was also doing the research before coming here, and in United States, like 20 to 50% on average, at least like 40 to 50%, half of the population, half of the student, they go to the college as a undecided, undeclared. And I think this is also a good thing. I also came here as a undeclared, but I see the passion you have about the exercise science, and how you take this. So what is your suggestion, what is your thought process, or what do you want to give the message to the student who want to choose the exercise science, or who is confused whether I need to take the exercise science or not? What is your insight about the exercise science?
Yeah, so I think that if you are a little bit unsure, coming undeclared is amazing. Get all of your core curricular requirements done. But if you're thinking about exercise science, I would say the biggest thing is to practice what you preach. So if you love everything like exercise or something sports related, I think it's definitely something that you should do or sign up for. I would say the biggest thing is that if you want to do exercise science, you have to love working with people, because here at Springfield-College for exercise science, you have 2 internships. So you have a 90-hour internship and then a 400-hour internship. So with that, you're out in the real world. It's not on campus most of the time, and you're working one-on-one with people who actually need your help, which is amazing. And then we do have multiple classes here where you're training one-on-one. So we have elderly people come and we train them, and then we also will train staff from Springfield-College. So I would say that you just have to want to work with people, you have to be social, you have to want to better people, and I think that's the biggest thing with exercise science. It's not completely about, oh, I love to work out. It's you want to better other people. And also, you'll have to like waking up early, because most of our classes are at 8 a.m., unfortunately. So if you don't like waking up early, you might not make it through.
Yeah, this is the great message for the people who are looking for the exercise science. And to be honest, I have seen that. I might have repeated couple of times. Yeah, Kate is like one of the most social people in the college, and she is one of the most active. So I see that things in the Kate. So if you are looking for exercise science, please consider her opinion, her perspective. This is for the exercise science, but I also want to ask, like, there are a lot of high school students who will watch our podcast, because this is so learning podcast. So what is your message for them who are in the in the path of joining the college? What is your message for them on the basis of your perspective, and also Springfield College? Let's do a college promotion a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I would say if you're looking for colleges, if you're able to, definitely visit campuses if you can. Springfield College was the first college I toured, and then I toured probably 10 or 12 colleges after that. And then after all those tours, I was still thinking about Springfield. I was like, I just loved it there. So I went and I came back for a second time. I came back for a second tour, and then I was like, this is where I want to go. I just knew kind of right away in my gut. I was like, I love it here, and I really do. I have found like it feels like home. It's like a second home, and I love the people here. So I think that if you're trying to think of a place to go to college, just listen to your gut. Usually your heart will lead you the right way.
Wow, this is so interesting. And I see this dedication in her, the way you say that you visited 10 colleges. Wow, that's a lot. And then your God say, and you again came to the Springfield College. So this so that your dedication and like the effort that you put to make the right decision.
Yes.
Yeah, so wow, this is so inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please consider this. Visit more colleges. Yes, see what is the right fit for you. What give your God say something the way Kate say, and double check it and then decide the college, because this is like 4 year, and if you go to the right places, if you go to the places which you love, college is like heaven. But if you don't like, then oh my God, it's very hard to. 4 year is like 400 years.
Yep.
So choose the right college.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so great. Thank you. We are almost at the end, so let me give a thanks. Thank you very much for sharing your valuable insight with me and our audience. It was a pleasure having you on my podcast. Personally, I learned a lot, and I'm sure our audience have many takeaway from this conversation. This great and beautiful conversation. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to learn more about your thought process and get to know you better. Thanks again.
Thank
You very much for coming.
Yeah.
And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning us to Let's Grow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable insight conversation. Until the next time, take care and stay blessed.